Okay, we'll get as much as we can on the recorded images here. And I'm going to scooch this back, but I'm going to look. Okay. No problem, honey. No problem. It freezes sometimes and it takes a while. And they like are giving me all the red light, red light, red light. But I'm lost in the cards. And then I look up and I'm like, oh, shit, damn it. So that's okay. All right. What we're getting is this wise elder is trying to teach you. You have so much major arcana in here. You have the 3 of coins. This is strength, unity, working together, and there's lessons coming in that are super wise. Then we've got the chariot, judgment, the hanged man, the magician, and the hierophant, all on this month. This is a month, this is a month, this is a month, right? What we're getting is you have to be driving in the car alone, driving for your own stuff. Your ambition needs to be focused for you to move forward on your own. Something important for you in that. Judgment, your higher self is coming through. You're learning discerning. You're learning discernment. You're learning to trust your higher self. And you're learning to listen to old ancient wisdom as well. Hangman, this is a change in perspective, a change in the way you view things. And this is a willing sacrifice for a period of time so you can have the new epiphany, the new opening of the crown chakra, and then release yourself from this. The magician, do not force or manipulate a thing. If you want the magic to be there, you must let the magic happen, learn the magic. You can't force the magic. In that regard, I didn't say it before, but it is kind of like chemistry. Certain things in chemistry will just add up and they'll just create explosiveness or excitement or whatever. And when we're engaging with others, be they friend or family or whatever, they feel like our people or they don't. If the chemistry is not there, you can't force it to be there. The heart chooses who the heart chooses, right? But you can't force the other person to feel that way. So there's something about a chemistry lesson going through in here. The Queen of Intelligence, this is coming through as you, as the Queen of Swords. She's spiky for a reason. She knows what she knows. She knows what she won't put up with. She knows what she'll tolerate and what not. And she doesn't suffer idiots or fools or nothing like this. The Hierophant is the old arcane wisdom that's established. This is wanting things of tradition, having access to the lessons, having access to the wisdom. It doesn't mean you share it with everyone, okay? This is something important for you. These all read this direction before, and they do. This is major, 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 major. Frankly, you've got so much major arcana just in this month alone that you shouldn't be hung up on any of the petty small stuff that comes up in the daily grind. The bigger lessons are coming in powerful, powerful, strong. And when we go up in this row, you're running into the Lovers. Now, as I was reading this and as I'm going through this, we've got the King of Swords saying this wisdom. Understand the wisdom and the intelligence of the God, the intellect of the gods, and the higher intelligence, like touching the divine, or like this has a lot of Zeus energy coming in there. This is like being very, very aware of the logic and of the intelligence. The page came in as who you might be dealing with. I don't know who B is to you. You didn't even say. So B could be a romantic or a friend or whatever, but they feel younger and it's not the time to take them on the trip is what I was getting. The Lover's path is often about the choice between who we love or our heart's desire and the path that we need to go on. What came through is that this is not the time to invite them on the trip, whatever the trip is, whoever B is. The Lover's path, what came through was just a flat no. That's how it came through to me. You trust your own high divine self. But the answer I got was a no, that there was bigger lessons for you as an individual, and that having B along in this particular time is not going to help. There's a little bit of disappointment. These come through as younger energy. You got the Knight of Charisma. Now, this is the Knight of Coins here. This is the slowest Knight. This is the prepared Knight. But what we're seeing here is younger energy, big time younger energy. And there's a younger lesson that you've probably gone past. You might be reviewing. You might need time on your own in this second month to review. But I set them out as month with the inclusion of the question of should B come along or not. And the answer was just no. So, and that's based on the energy of today in this current moment, what I'm seeing in these cards. You trust your high divine self. You're learning to trust your judgment. This is important. That doesn't mean that I'm wrong and just because you want it to be a yes, that it should be a yes. Trust your higher self. There's a reason you're asking, and there might be a soul growth lesson that is bigger than any of this that you need to be learning right now. With this much major arcana on board, I would highly suspect so. Four of Wands comes up, Four of Cups comes up, and it's the wisdom, it's the wisdom, it's the wisdom. Now the Four of Cups, this is usually when somebody, you see the person under the tree and it's like, man, they're not interested in the offer. Often that will come up, and it means somebody's not that into you. But what I'm getting is you're not into hearing the word no right now today about this particular question. That's okay. I'm not here to take away your free will. I'm telling you what I see. What I'm getting is a plain flat out no. There's a bigger gift in the sky, a bigger emotional gift, a bigger spiritual gift that you should be looking at. And it's important for you. With this much on the deck and with this coming up, I would say no, don't invite this B person on the trip at all. The Nine of Swords is just going to create anxiety and stress, and there might be like, well, what do I want to do then? And there needs to be a going within, a going within. Now we have the Eight of Swords here, and it's like, do you want to be bound to these limiting beliefs? I don't think you do. I think there's a bigger lesson at hand coming through, and I want to see what it is, and it's coming right through here. So let's see what's going on with this. The Lover's lesson first. The Lover's path is what you should be paying attention to, not just the other. The Lovers came in, and the Lover used to be singular, and it was the choice of the heart or the choice sometimes of the career. And you're needing to choose the path, not the person right now for yourself, your own path, your own heart's desire. King of Wisdom, King of Cups. Detach a bit. Keep calm, carry on. Be balanced in what it is that you're putting your emotion to. Yeah, it's going to be up, down roller coaster. But be balanced in choosing your path. Nourish yourself. Six of Cups. Right landing here. Okay, there's a little bit of rose-colored glasses that you have on regarding this situation. And I'm not sure what this is about, but that's what I'm getting. Wondering more about his reaction to me asking. I don't know what his reaction to you asking is. That wasn't what I read through, but I will look. But what I would tell you is if he has said yes, then okay, you might want to wiggle out of it. Or if it, for some reason, feels like it should change, you'll know. But if you're wondering about his reaction to you asking, he probably, well, I don't know. Let's pick up a new deck. I know what I think, but I want to see it in the cards. I know what I think. I think that it's a little bit overwhelming is what I'm getting. We're going to the Llewellyn Tarot just to look. Haven't asked yes, trying to fill it out. I wouldn't ask. Alicia, I wouldn't ask. If you haven't asked yet, don't ask. He will feel overwhelmed. Like, you don't need to have him halfway down the wedding aisle, right? Yeah, I would pull back. You need to give this more of a month, more time. I wouldn't take him on any trip with you. I would retreat and do self-care. You need to be the gold. You need to be rare. You need to be worth the work. You can't give things up too easily. Self-care. He needs to be orbiting you, not you him, right? King of Swords. Yeah, you want to be a little bit more clear-minded, a little bit logic. Your emotions are kind of driving the bus. When we see the Four of Cups and the Six of Cups come up together, it's a meh, not that into you, and yeah, a little nostalgic. So this is giving a caution. Slow it down. Even if your heart is pity-patting, you're like sold. You're like, oh, this is the one for me. I think I'm in love. You're moving too fast. Slow yourself down. Three of Coins. Get grounded. Get harmonious. See what around you is going to allow you to be grounded and centered. That's important for you right now. Anything else you need to know? Yeah, you've gotten yourself into harsh waters with this before, into difficult waters, into choppy waters where relationships haven't been good to you before. This pattern, this breaking of this pattern is what you need to leave behind. I wouldn't ask him on the trip. If you haven't asked, I wouldn't ask him on the trip. I'd be gone and let him miss you. Let absence be something that makes him feel a little fonder. Don't be overkill and push and too available, too easily available. No. You need to be rare like gold. That's what I've got. That's complete. Holy smokes. Yeah, that was beautiful. And I don't think that the person is necessarily a bad person. I think that, or even not a contender. I wouldn't even say he's not a contender or not an interesting person for your life. But I think you can't fast track this. That's what I'm getting. And his journey may not be aligned with your journey. There may be other things along the journey that you're supposed to experience by yourself. But what I'm getting as far as asking him to go on any kind of trip or go with you somewhere on that, I got a big fat no. So that's what I got. All right. Let me move the cards down and get a new tray over here because this is full. Get this new one out and I'll set this one down and we'll keep going. Okay. I'm back. water too. And we'll see what's going on. Paid list is open. Here's the prices. We do the $20 blind, which is no question. You just get the read you need. And I go into the oracles, sometimes tarot, mostly a few different oracle decks. You get the read you need. And you can go in. You're welcome, Alicia. You can ask a question. The one question tarot read, the mini or the full. This is roughly the amount of cards, but I'm always over because I'm nosy. And if I don't have the answer, or if there's more questions that need to be pursued, I pursue them. So I'm a little bit, sink my teeth into it. So that's $30 and $40 for those. My specialty reads are $50, and that's where I throw bones with the cards with tarot, crystal ball with tarot. I can do charms with tarot, and I like to do that. It's kind of, it reads a little bit more Lenormand when you're doing charms. Tea leaves are kind of also Lenormand-ish in that style of divination. Or we can do a past life read, and sometimes it comes through anyway. Whether I'm doing tarot or a blind or whatever, if past life wants to come through, it wants to come through. I work with my spirit guides, and if they want to nudge, Nell is particularly pushy. She's a pushy one, but if the guides want to come through or chime in, or if I want to ask them, then I ask them. So classes, you bet. I'll tell them about that. Classes. I love classes. I love tarot. This is what's going on. Tarot classes. So I have 15 videos, about 3 hours long. It's really fun to read tarot. Once you start opening tarot, you start opening other spiritual gifts. It's huge fun. So it's $123. It's about 3 hours of information, and you start talking tarot in no time. I do 2 follow-ups for about a half hour each. If they need to go longer, I'll go longer, whatever. But you need to be able to talk tarot. You need to understand tarot. It's not just memorize, and here's the keywords and blah, blah, blah. You'll see me doing it just like I do it here. You'll see me break out markers. And at the beginning, when I started this, I was going to send written homework, and I thought, no. I want sessions that are personal sessions to do follow-ups because it's easier. It's easier for you to learn. It's easier when you're playing with the cards to start talking with the cards, and the cards start talking and you start talking tarot. What about my Tarot 2.0? I think I'm going to be doing what you can open with tarot after that. The things that you might want to do with tarot, like spiritual gifts and other things like light language, or you know, if you want to combine tarot and oracle, how you read that way. How you want to open any of your spiritual gifts, how you want to talk to your spirit guides, those kinds of things. I think after Phil and I get moved, and we're in the process of buying a house and moving, which is way exciting, but I think that's when I'm going to teach, and I'm really excited about it. I want to teach a Zebu class. If you guys want to sign up for a Zebu class, I think I'm going to do that 1 day a week, and I don't know if it's going to be 3 weeks. It's what I'm thinking it will be. This is the book that I really love. This is how I started working and understanding angel language and symbology, and then doing light language and doing that. There is work that you can do that's healing work like this. And it's fascinating. It's beautiful. It's kind of like runes, but they're a little bit more fluid and flowing. So they're a little bit different. And I love them. I love them. And recently I've encountered, like, I've seen some people say about going direct, and I think when I ask my guides, that's pretty direct, but sometimes they want to be in the conversation or channeling through, so I get a little bit nervous about that. But that's who you guys see. Somebody popped up last night, and I think it was me and my higher self going direct, and I got the name Iona. But as I get more information, I will tell you more information. I think Iona is a future me, because I looked, and it was me. It was forward in time, me. And it's like, okay, and I don't know what is Iona, but if I go direct Iona, it's going to be, and that was exciting last night. I was like, what is this about? Okay, private reads. This is what we're doing. Now, if you have 3 questions, and this is a screaming deal, it's $66. I'll send you a video link, and usually it's about 20 minutes, 3 questions. We see what's going on. If you want to do a Zoom read, these are going to be a little bit trickier to accommodate, but let me know, and I'll do my best to schedule around it. You guys know that I'm moving, blah, blah, blah. But you also know, boy, she loves her fucking tarot cards a whole lot. And right now, none of them are packed up. This might be the last thing that I pack up before we go. So we're going in kind of hyper speed as far as getting into the townhouse and moving. But that's what we're doing. So that's what I've got going on around here. If you've got questions, if you want to know different things or tap into spiritual gifts and stuff, I am going to be doing it. I don't know if it's going to be Mentorship Mondays, but there's going to be mentorship stuff coming up too. Yeah. I don't know exactly how to explain it or even the parameters of it because my head is like full of moving and packing. And like last night I had chickens in the dishwasher. Yes, I have roosters and chickens in my kitchen in glassware, right? But they had all been on the shelf and got so grimy, and I'm like throwing roosters and chickens in the dishwasher. I'm like, okay, I'm cracking myself up. But anyway, that's some of what's going on. I think when we open to tarot, we start speaking kind of a common language and getting in touch with our spiritual selves and looking more and more for our own spiritual growth. And it's always fascinating, huge fascinating. Oh, my garage needs to be my new studio. I don't think it's going to be. I think I know exactly where the quilt's going, and I think I know exactly the room. Phil would have a fit. I mean, he would poop bricks big time if I took over the garage. Like, no. You bet know how to field day doing that. I think so. Okay. All right. That's my commercial. Let me get a little water, and we'll see if there's anything on the list, or we can just chitty chat or whatever. But that's the commercial. Oh, yes, he would. Oh, yes, he would, Kim. He needs a 2-car garage. He needs space. But yeah, I think he's excited about what's going on with moving and all of that. It's like, holy cow, it's a lot. It's a lot. And just having the Iona connection come in, it was a wild thing. And it's like, okay, I think the Iona part of me is very much the teacher part of me. And it's something I saw in a vision for myself probably when I was 22, 23 maybe. And I saw a glimpse of this, and so I've seen it again. So is the move 100% confirmed? Fingers crossed. We put in an offer. They've accepted the offer. So the inspector's going to be there Saturday. We're going to go walk around with the inspector and see every little nitty-gritty thing that's wrong. And then we're going to go talk with the mortgage guy, finish up some paperwork on that. So as far as I know, fingers crossed, guys, send good vibes. Yeah, and if you want to get extra reads or just send cash our way to pay for fucking movers and help the muscle that's going to have to lift some of our boxes and stuff, hey, I'm not going to say no to that. No way. But I'll keep you posted. I'll keep you posted. And we'll keep you aware of what's going on. So, yeah. All right. So, is the list clear, Kim? Are we good? Is anyone else on the list? Are we caught up? I think we might be. Let me double check. I think we might be caught up. Okay. Let's see what we got going on. Yeah. Light a candle for us, like white light or green candles that prosperity will come forward. Anything like that. Great. So yeah, it will be exciting. Tomorrow's going to be a big day. I don't know if Phil and I will be on tomorrow. Maybe not on Sunday, but I will be on Monday. Shelly's next. Perfect. Thank you, Kim. And thank you guys for putting up with the commercial. And thank you, Kim, for keeping my head on straight. Okay. Shelly is next in a full. Shelly, do you have a specific question? Because I wasn't seeing it here, but I'm checking again. Okay. Not seeing that yet. Next 3 months. Okay, Shelly, you got it. We're in the witch's garden for you, as distinct as it could possibly be. Okay. We're going to go like this. Oh, did I stop that other recording? Let me double check. 1 second. Oh. I wish I had a remote control.